So,
Okay, so headphones or no headphones?
it's up to you. I have no idea what this is about.
The extra I hear, like that extra, you can hear it in that headphone. Those headphones, you see them?
You tell me. You honestly,
What do you want? Do you prefer headphones or no
I
headphones?
want you to tell me. That's what I
Okay.
want.
I want to try it with no headphones.
Okay.
Because I actually see that we are in good levels right here.
Yeah.
Like if I couldn't see anything there, or if that would be difficult to see, I would be like, let's get headphones.
Okay. I learned recently I have an incredibly deep voice, which you can.
Yeah. Hablo como hombre.
So,
That's awesome. Okay. Okay, so let's do no headphones.
okay.
But in order to not hear that extra sound, or does that extra sound kind of...
I don't know. If you wanted that, I have no preference. This is your thing, man. It's not hurting me in any way.
Okay, no headphones for the first time.
Okay.
We have good hair.
Yeah.
Without the headphones, it'll look better.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The reason we look so good.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to the Julio Suarez podcast. Maybe we should get a little bit of music right here.
Okay.
If we had the headphones, we would hear that.
But I
You do hear it without the headphones.
do. Yeah.
We would hear it better.
It's sound music.
It is. Boom.
Good.
All right. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and start with a prayer. All right. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Lord God, please be here. Please be with us in every single thing that we do, in every single endeavor that we take. The main thing is that please be with us. Amen.
Amen.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I have with me an amazing person who has been, I don't even think you realize like what an impact you've had in my life, in our life, really. And I just want to say welcome to Father Mac. Let's give him a hand of applause. Hey, you would hear that if you had the headphones.
So loud I can hear it too.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said, Father Mac, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
How do I want to start this? This is so special to me. This is actually very, very special to me. The fact that you're here in my house, and this is beautiful. I, first and foremost, just want to start the whole thing by saying thank you. First and foremost, to being here today, and then also to just being you. You're really cool. I told you that like 2 days ago, but I'm like, I just want to say thank you.
Okay. I don't know exactly what you mean, but thank you, I guess, for that.
You're doing fine. Nailed that. No, but for those of you listening, for those of you watching, Father Mac, he used to be the vicar priest in our community in St. Anthony's here in Oakley, California. And he has just had such a big impact in the community and such a big impact in our lives. You were the first one, like you were one of the first, well, you were the most recent priest that really actually just like looked at me and then also my wife, as a marriage, and just be like, hey guys, I have this thing going on and I would like you to be part of it. And to me, I don't think priests out there realize how deep that goes or how strong that actually, like just the invitation from an actual priest. Hey, do you guys come here often? Do you guys want to help? Type of thing. What made you actually like just kind of?
Yeah, I remember the answer to that question. So I wanted to start this group, which ended up being called Holy Family Ministry. And because I wanted to start a group for families. I guess because I come from a broken family, and I just was like, I want to support families. I want to support families with Jesus and the faith. And so I just asked Father Raphael, the other priest, who's I'm working with. I'm like, what do you think? How should we do this? How should I do this? What's your advice? And he was like, well, you should just find some couples to help you do this, some families, and just start with some good couples. Like, and he asked me, like, who do you think? And I was like, well, definitely Lizette and Julio. I know them, awesome. And they're awesome. So that for sure. And then who else? And we thought of some other people too. And
We're still recording. Okay. Now you won't be able to hear the extra noise, but
but that's why, because I knew you guys. I mean, especially knew Lizette because she'd worked with us when I was seminarian.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I knew you'd be awesome and help us. Yeah, to get it going.
What made you actually be like, yeah, I want to start this? Because you said, I wanted to start. So you mentioned hey, I come from a broken family. I think this would help people not have broken families. I don't even know the good question to ask there, but I just kind of want to dive deeper into what is that?
It's a good question. I don't quite know. I've thought about it a bit. I don't. It's really deep in me. It's probably so deep that that's why I don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
I just really, because I don't understand family. I don't get it. I don't understand.
That's funny that you started this whole thing.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't know. I just knew it's good. It's super important. I knew, because I just know that. And to me, it was I want to help this to happen. And I'm focused really on the kids, because I was a kid in my family, and it's kind of a way to use you guys and use the parents to make a world where the kids grow up in a place that their families are good and their families know Jesus and they know other families that make the faith real. It just seems to me like I don't know. I'm just repeating what I think also everybody says. It's just the family is so darn important. It's so incredibly, infinitely important.
Newsflash, everybody.
Yeah, we don't have to go into this in some new way. I don't know. It was just that. I just wanted to help, and it seemed obvious. We need to support each other as families, and it's a beautiful instinct some people have. I think support the outcasts, the single people, and of course that's wonderful. But it's just my mind was just families need help because families it's really hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm very happy that you did.
Yeah. No, it's worked out.
You know what's weird? I'll say this here, and my wife knows this, and my close friends know this. When you first asked us to do it, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to. I'm like, another thing to do, another day to meet. I really want. You can ask her. I was like, really? You really? And she was just like, I really feel God calling us. I'm like, let me pray about it. And I prayed about it, and I still didn't feel like it. But after praying about it, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Even though I didn't want to.
Okay.
Be complete.
God uses that too.
Exactly. and then we just did it. And I think just that first invitation is so important and so beautiful. And, also my wife actually taking that invitation very seriously since the beginning. I feel like it's really shaped these years, this past half a decade of our lives in a very, very positive way. That it's dang, I was about to say oh heck no.
Yeah.
Had I told you that yet or no?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
I'm telling you that now. But I'm still so glad for the invitation. I'm still so glad for saying yes, not only to you, but also to my wife, who was kind of let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really, really powerful, because I feel like some of the people that hear, when they get invitations to hey, join this prayer group, join this, come to mass on Sundays and stuff, and I feel like they're a little bit reluctant, and it's okay to be reluctant, and then it's okay to still. It kind of reminds me of the parable of the two sons that Jesus says that the dad basically told them, come and help me. You know what I mean? And one of them said, absolutely, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But he didn't go. Yeah. And then the other son was like, I don't want to go. But then he woke up and he was like, I'll go. And he went. And then Jesus says, who did the will of the Father? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's ultimately I feel like invitations like this are kind of like that Father's command. Come and help me on my field. And even though you're reluctant in the beginning, I guess what I'm trying to say, I did it. I was literally that reluctant.
Yeah.
Within this ministry that honestly you started, and I couldn't be more glad and happy that I did it, even though I did it reluctantly. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, I mean,
now that I say it, now that I actually kind of say it. It sounds ridiculous. It's amazing people. I've met amazing people. I've had great times. These are some of my best friends for life.
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't want to go.
Isn't that interesting? It's just like how we're bigger than ourselves and we didn't even realize it. Like a son being like his father's son. It's like, I don't want to do it, but maybe, and then I'll just doing it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and being a part of the church too. It's like, we were talking to somebody like, I don't really want to go to mass, but all right, maybe I'll just go to mass. Like,
literally the other day.
Like, it's just, because we're not just ourselves. I think like there's a big, we're taught by a lot of people, you're just yourself. And when you die one day, you'll just be dead. And that's your whole story.
And that's
but
the end.
The truth of it is that we're much bigger than what we know.
Yeah.
You know? And so like, it's there. And there is, I think, obviously a skill in being able to go the right way. Like, what should I do? There's another part of me that kind of wants to do or doesn't want to do something else. Maybe it'd be really bad for sure. But being a part of the church and maybe, like you said, being invited by a priest, it would help to solidify this is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to start this by saying thank you.
Yeah, well,
and
good.
even though I was reluctant,
I don't think that matters.
I can't believe I never told you this. This is kind of cool that I get to tell you this right now. Because I mean, my wife knows. Like, she'll tell you. She'll what's it called? She'll verify.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have the best memory, but I do remember. It's just like, I think I called you guys or her.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like right away. Yes. That's what it was like. It was like, well, let's gonna pray about this, think about it. I was like, okay, I hope they say yes. Like, it was like,
yeah. But it was.
But that made sense. I don't know, because it was a big deal. And I said, I get it. Like, think about it. You know. Yeah. I don't know. It's a whole new ministry. We don't know what we're doing. See if you want to be part of it. But take your time and pray.
Yeah. No, but it was awesome. But with that said, just getting that out of the way and just saying thank you again. What? Like, I don't think people that are listening will actually, like, I actually hope that they understand, like where this is all coming from. And I just want them to like listen to your story and where you come from and the things that the Lord has done in your life. And just like, you have such a unique story.
Yeah, it's a strange story.
It's pretty awesome. I think if you were to tell your story, where would you want to start? Because I don't want to be like, hey, what, you know, like what?
Yeah.
Let's say you had just like, let's say 10 minutes or something. We'll take more, but let's say like 10 minutes to tell your story or something. Where does your mind go to?
I guess my parents' divorce and being from Berkeley. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, and what about that serves as a almost like a genesis of what God has done in your life and honestly, like, just like this beautiful encounter that you've had with God. And
yeah, I mean, it's dark. That's why, because it's really sad. My parents got divorced when I was 8. And I mean, people like don't understand how bad divorce is for kids. Like, it's not really talked about. It's kind of like there are these like side, you know, like roadkill, whatever. You should leave it behind.
It's almost like normalized.
It's like
now.
normalized. Like, yeah, the sad thing is the marriage broke up. That's sad, and I hope they can find somebody else. And the kids, we hope they'll be okay. But like, it just ruins. It ruins children. It's like everything is wrong there if you're that young. Even if you're 15, even if you're 20, like, because it breaks this. The whole point of a kid's life is they don't understand anything that's going on, but they get love, you know, from their parents first of all. And if all of a sudden their parents are not there, what is the meaning of that love? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
None of it makes any sense. And so it was a loss of innocence at a very innocent age and a young age. And it happened to me as a person I was like in Berkeley. I mean, when you're 8, are you a person as a kid? And Berkeley's a super weird place. Berkeley is a place that
Berkeley's super weird.
It's super weird. It's like, and especially like I was born in 85. So I was raised, like in this culture of the hippies, that they did this thing in the 60s. They did this thing, and Berkeley was the epicenter of it. And so I was raised, and my teachers were not ex-hippies. These were the hippies. These were the kids and the people who grew up and just had kids there and kept doing it. And so that's a world that's totally insane. That's totally crazy. The whole point of it, like I say, like you take the United States, shake it, and then pour it to one side, and all the crazies, they fall down.
And they fall in Berkeley,
they go to California, and the craziest go to Berkeley. I mean, like, and it's all the you know.
Shout out to Berkeley.
Like, it's, you know, the black sheeps of the family and all these kinds of things. And It's not. I don't know if it sounds like I'm hating on Berkeley. I'm just describing it. Like, obviously, it's my home. It made me. It's not like there's no place that's perfect. But it's a strange place. So it's like a double strangeness there. Yeah. You're having a divorce when you're 8. When you're 8, your parents get divorced, and you're in Berkeley where it's like, what's normal? Everything is, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. We love you, and it's very much to speak to. Like I said, in Berkeley, like it's not especially when I was there, the hippies. There's something about the hippie movement that's actually super not separate from Christianity. Which is like, we want good for the people. We want good for you. We want you, have sex. It'll be good for you. Like, they're wrong. But that underlying thing of like wanting the good for the other. We love you
and we accept you, underlying thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that desire, the love for the other, that doesn't come from anywhere but Christianity. Nowhere. They're not saying that in like India. It's like, we love you, whoever you are. That doesn't come out. Like, so there's something, it's this strange goop that I come out of like, and so how do I make sense of this? How do I make sense of like the goodness? For me, it was like, goodness is real. Like and that's just me. That was me. Other people I know in my generation, in my world, like just, I don't know, that wasn't a big deal for them. But for me, I didn't have God. It was just like, goodness is real. But then everything is broken. So how do I find it? And looking back on the experience of being converting, it's like coming from that, I was always searching. I had nothing that I could hold on, nothing. Nor did I know that I didn't even know it was abnormal not to have anything, right? I didn't know that was strange. I imagined everyone had nothing and was trying to figure it all out in a totally desperate way. I wouldn't have thought that thought, but I just didn't know otherwise, I didn't know. I was just trying to figure it all out. And I'm just really trying to figure it out. So this really confusion and a sad confusion. Yeah.
A sad confusion.
Yeah.
What do you think was the main thing, or not the main thing, but like almost like the first thing, or like the one thing that kind of like made you look into like, what is this Christianity? What is this Catholicism? What is like? What was one like? Well, did you meet someone, or
it wasn't one thing? It was my whole life. I mean, like. Mm-hmm. It was.
I feel like that question is like how G.K. Chesterton says, when you explain to me why I love the church, it's like explaining to me why I love civilization. I don't know, the coffee pot, the mics, the bed. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, it's so many things.
It's so much. It's everything. Yeah. I look back and I'm blessed. I mean, my God laid this out for me. But I think the one thing that I would connect to, first of all, is just, again, like, I'm a reader. I'm pretty intellectual as far as people go.
Yeah.
I'm a thinker.
He definitely is.
I'm like, so I was reading, like, and I now looking back, like, I think I get a lot of perspective on things. I'm still thinking, like, I have a nephew and a niece. I've got a nephew who's very similar to me. Now he's growing up in Berkeley. He's 11.
Yeah.
He's like reading books. And I'm like, he's different too, because his parents are not divorced. I'm trying to get, so like I think part of my reading was precisely this, coming out of this chaos and like trying to make this, like I would read like novels by Alexander Dumas, which were like 1,400 pages, like fine print when I was 12. And these are not like deep, profound novels. These are like kind of like romance, like Buddhist, like escape.
But they're long.
They're long. They're great adventure stories. They're basically adventure stories that a kid would like, incredibly long. And I would just follow the narrative, right? Like for thousands. Like, that's weird.
That is weird. That is weird.
Like I just loved it. And all sorts of like books, like all sorts of books. So I did love literature. That's what it was. Like, and I was a reader. And for me, it was literature. I wasn't interested in reading. I liked science, actually. I got a science magazine, but it wasn't like trying to figure out the meaning of life or anything. It was just, I love literature. And I thought, I don't know, it was like, this is the meaning of life. It's reading literature, as far as I knew.
Yeah.
You know, it made sense to me. And so, because I think what I got from that is stories. Yeah. You know, stories that we are stories. We're nothing but stories.
We are stories.
True. Like, we tell stories about ourselves, tell stories to ourselves.
The world makes sense to us through stories.
There's no question. Everyone agrees about that now. Yeah. And right, so that's what I was reading into these stories and learning and like, but having nothing myself. And so what was it that, I guess it was that reading, and then the fact that I was a Westerner, you know? So I read Christian and post-Christian literature. I read Western literature. It came, and
it came up on my reading list.
Yeah, like you read like stuff written in the 19th century. The author's a Christian. I mean, or Christianity is baked into it. And even in the postmodern stuff where there's no Christianity, it's post-Christian. That's what postmodern. It's not like the craziness.
Still has the Christian in that post.
Yeah, like the craziness in these people's craziness, which was my own.
Yeah,
was very much had to do with questions without the person maybe even saying it.
Yeah,
it's the falling apart of God. Our society, the falling apart of faith is so profound. You may have whole lives out of this, and so everything spoke to me in that way. So for me, like the book that was the most important book, and I've said this to people, and I was like, what? It was like Moby Dick. It was like,
okay.
It was like, that was, if there's any one thing, it was like, that's the book that pushed me to Jesus. Like that's a Christian book. I mean, it's a Christian book. There's no question. And I read for the first time the phrase "the man of sorrows" in that book.
I didn't even know that sentence was in that book. I've never read that book.
I mean, I don't go around recommending it to people. It's a fucking crazy book. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only met, honestly, one other person in my life that had the same experience. No, multiple people read it. A lot of people read it because they're like, oh, this is an important book.
Yeah.
But I tried, oh, you read it? And they're like, yeah, it was interesting.
That one line. Or what? Like
what? You want to know the meaning? What?
No. But you like the other person that you met that read that book.
One other person that loved the book the way I do.
Oh, okay,
in a Christian way that felt it and like it affected their conversion in their life.
Yeah,
I've only met one other person. What I'm saying, like I met other smart people who've read the book and have liked it more or less. But that's why I don't go around recommending it. I don't know. Like you should read it. Why not, Julio? Like,
I don't even know what it's about, but I'll read it.
Yeah, like it's amazing. You might like it, but it's just. Whatever. It's just a super weird book.
Yeah.
There are a lot in it speaks of Jesus. A lot in it, not directly. In there's a line where it mentions the Man of Sorrows, and that is directly speaking of Jesus.
Yes.
Like when I read that, I was like, Man of Sorrows.
Man of Sorrows.
I had to think about it. Look, I don't remember. I figured out it was referring to Jesus, and I was like, okay. And
you're like, weird.
But I took it in, and then the meaning of that for me was like, this book that I know is the most important book perhaps in my life. Is written by a Christian, and so how could Herman Melville be wrong? Like if my heart is going with this, like how can Shakespeare be wrong? Like I've read these plays and they're amazing and they're entirely Christian. How could this stuff? I can imagine like a postmodern writer like writing a crazy book that I like too, and not believing in Jesus and it not meaning that Jesus is false. But I couldn't imagine a Christian writer like writing a book and it going well and it affecting me and Jesus wouldn't be real. I was like, that would seem to, because it's either true or it's not.
Yeah.
So I had this thought as I read at a certain point in my life where it was like, I was like, I'm probably going to become a Christian.
I'm probably going to become a Christian. It's a beautiful thought to come.
And it was like, it didn't make me do it. It didn't make, it was just like everything I'm thinking and the stuff that I'm doing, like that I'm reading about, it seems to imply that this is all, it would all go.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. So going back to this line, Man of Sorrows, that comes specifically from Isaiah 53, right? I think. And why would something like that specifically like resonate?
Yeah. Well, then that goes right to the conversion itself, which is that like, I remember this is the moment, right? It was like I had, we go back and forth in time, I guess. So I had taken a year of studying in a Catholic university, studying philosophy, and met, Catholics and learned for the first time in my life. I'm meeting Christians. I'm just like, oh, they're not crazy. I didn't know that.
The fact that you're in Berkeley, there's a lot of Catholics there.
Yeah. I mean, Berkeley's full of everything.
He's full of everything.
And so like, it was the first time because I didn't know when I had that thought, maybe I could have been Christian. I didn't know any Christians. Like I assumed they were all crazy. Like and remember, like I'm coming from Berkeley, like I'm pro-abortion. I'm just like, how could that be wrong? Like, that's how I grew up. But so after that year, I met my best friend, and he's still my best friend, and he was a convert too. At that time, he'd already converted before I met him, and so it was like, I should take this seriously, and in a new way. And so I read the New Testament and was thinking a lot about it, and I had this moment where I was just thinking, about God, and I was like, all right, if God is real, he's got to be love. Otherwise, what's the point of anything?
What's the point?
Like, love is everything. And here's a man who's in my family. We don't know how to love. Like, it's all messed up. But like, I just knew that. Again, that's what grace would say. It's like,
that is a grace.
And it's all about love, and God would have to be all about love. And so what would that mean? I was like, what would that mean if God's all about love? And here we are. And I was like, really dark worldview that I come from. And like, it's like my sister and I were joking the other day. So our grandma kind of, and Jews, especially like Ashkenazi Jews, which we are, like kind of can have this really
By the way,
dark.
just put a parenthesis on that. Never mind. Let's just keep on. I was going to say, this guy came from a Berkeley Jew to a Catholic. Yeah. Oh, God. It's just awesome. This is beautiful.
So like a lot of us have a dark, like think of like if you were like Woody Allen, like a dark sense of humor.
Yeah,
embracing the dark side and like not afraid of that. Like that's what I come from, right? That's a big part of it. And so, so that like darkness is like I'm used to thinking about that. Right?
Yeah.
I'm used to and feeling it. Like what's
my mind lives in that that's the what's it called? That's the neighborhood that I'm used to.
That's normal everyday stuff. Like either making fun, just thinking about and going there and like it's normal. And so the question was like, if God is love, like what? And we're so what my point of saying like open darkness is like thinking like what is humanity like? We're really effed up. Like we're really dark.
Yes,
like it's bad. We're really bad. And I don't separate myself from that. Obviously, that's the whole point. Like I'm a bad person. I can see that. And so it's like, what does it would mean if God is love? It's just like, well, I guess it would be that what is love? Like, it's not violent. It's not forceful. Love is so he would become one of us, I guess, because he wouldn't, with lightning bolts and fire, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
He would be this love and he would just tell us in a gentle way, like what's up. But because of who we are, the response that we have ultimately would be, screw you. Like, no. I'd kill you.
Okay. Like, this is kind of crazy because like the gentleness of God brings out the violent. You know what I mean? Like in us.
Yeah, it just made sense to me. Probably because that's in me. Like I'm angry. Like my life is not good.
Yeah,
like, I'm not happy. Like no. Like don't give me something. Like like no, this is not okay.
That's so deep.
Like that's not, and so that's what would happen is it's just the whole story of creating just started to make sense to me. It's like this is what we would do. We would hit him. We would kill him, and he would not fight back. That's what would prove that he was God and that God is love. That's what I was thinking. Is like if God is real, this is the proof of God's existence for me. It was like if God is real, God would have to be love. That's the only thing that matters. And he would come and do this, and we would kill him, and he would not fight back. That's the proof of God's kind of existence for me. That's what I was thinking. And him being God. Of course, it wouldn't be the end of the story. No, he's gonna rise from the dead. He's got a life beyond this.
In
so the whole thing,
in your own logical way, like, you were describing salvation.
Yes,
history.
I mean, I knew the story, but I was just like, it all makes sense as I thought about it. So that's what you're saying. The importance of the man of sorrows was that, but the essence of this for me was this kind of logical thing,
that's awesome.
Which isn't a normal person's logic. It's just my own. I'd say kind of a poetic logic.
Yeah,
but in the most important part for me at the time of the thing was like that means that God, Jesus in this case, who's going to experience our hatred and our darkness, and he's going to not fight against it, but he's with me in my darkness. Like that means that this is the meaning of it. That it turns out I'm not alone. And what I'm most, like the darkness of my life, my lack of love, like that's the reason he did that. Like I had these two different thoughts, which again, this is great. Like this makes sense that God would do the incarnation and we would kill him and he'd rise from the dead. But the good news for me, especially right now, is that I'm not alone in my darkness and my sadness. Like he chose, and that's again the proving of his love. That love will go and meet me where I am, which is in the worst place possible. Like I'm not happy, the opposite, depressed, and I'm not like that's those two things. Like so, that's why the importance of the man of sorrows, and that's why it stuck in my head in Moby Dick. It's like you're thinking a man of sorrows. It was capital M, capital S. It was like, this is important. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's like, like this is, and Moby Dick is all about, it's just all about the darkness of the world and this huge ocean of darkness and sadness. It was just like, I get that. For me, it was like, yes, I get that.
This is
and
what
now
life
there's a
is.
man of sorrows who goes into that on purpose. I'm not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. Like, that's what.
I'm not alone.
Yeah. Like, that's what it was.
you know, right now that you're saying that I'm not alone, it just like, first and foremost, we're like already an hour into first and foremost. It's not first and foremost. It's already 40 minutes in. But no, thank you so much for sharing that. That resonates with me so much. And when when you said like at the darkest moment, and then you said I'm not alone, like that really, 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 it reminded me of it probably can be tied right into it, or it can't, or whatever. But the main thing that I'm thinking about right now is when I was young, you know how I'm from Mexico. There's this part in the Guadalajara, city. There's this one place called El Centro. And it's just kind of like the center of the city and everything. And I remember that my mom used to take me there like all the time. I'm the youngest child. And so she's like, hey, come help me carry stuff or whatever it is. I used to hate it, especially if we used to go buy linens or telas. Cloth. So she used to take me to this cloth stuff. And like, I used to freaking hate it because she used to take a long, long time picking out this cloth.
Yeah.
And so then I used to like just roam around, and I remember one of those days I got lost roaming around.
Yeah.
And if you've been to those stores, you know that it's so easy because it's literally just like a cloth cylinder.
Labyrinth.
It's just a labyrinth of cloths. Yeah. And so I got lost, and then I remember that I'm like, oh, dang, I'm a little kid. Yeah. I'm crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I'm just gonna go to this last spot that when we came into the store, and then I was just like, I'm like, I can't go back home. I don't know the way. Yeah. I don't have the money to pay the bus or whatever it is. Yeah. And I'm just there like just sad. And then all of a sudden I look up, and this has been like maybe like not even that long, probably like an hour. But I already felt completely lost. And I see my mom coming back to the store. She had already left. She was like frantically looking for me. Yeah. And then she sees me, and she's like, she's like running towards me. And I'm like running towards her. And then we hug, like, imagine like a movie. Like it was pretty awesome. It was pretty epic. But then we get home. But then at that moment, I think in my life, I realized I'm like, shoot, like, what was the difference in that moment in my life? I'm like, I was still in the same spot. My house is still in the same spot. In order to get to my house, there's 2, 3, 4 different ways that I can get to my house. I don't know them, and I can't know them. I'm a little kid. You know what I mean? Mm. And even if I ask people, hopefully they tell me the truth or whatever it is. But why did I feel so certain that I could get back home? You know what I mean? And if I go back to it, when I pray about it, I'm like, it was just my mom's presence. I still don't know how to get back. I don't have the money to get back. Yeah. I can't get back. But because my mom is with me, I'm going back.
You trust her, yeah.
And just like that one thing in the midst of everything, like I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And not only am I not alone, I'm with my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't know, like when you were explaining your story, I'm just like, I can't, like the fact that you felt not alone, you know, yeah. But then you find out that this man of sorrows is your God who loves you so much.
Yeah.
I'm going home. You know what I mean?
It's a big deal.
The beautiful of the I don't know, just is here. He's here. He's with us. He's with me. This man, I'm not like, I don't know why, but when you were telling your story, the fact that you said, I'm not alone, it just resonated with me. I'm like, I'm not alone. If God is with me, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Let's go, God. But that is so cool that you especially in the Man of Sorrows title, like in his suffering, it resonated with your life. Like that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. It's sad too. I wish
it's super sad.
It's super sad.
Yeah. Okay, you know, like, of course. yeah. Like, let's make that clear. Like, it sucks.
Like definitely. Like, look at me. I'm envious of you. Your mom comes back.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
But like, whatever. It's fine. It's totally fine. You're Julio. I'm Father Mac, and this is my story. And Jesus is the same Jesus for both of us. It's fine.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of God. He's looking for us. He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. What was the moment where you're like, shoot, because you already said like I might be a Christian, but being just a Christian when like it's a big like leap to be like, I think he's calling me to be one of his priests.
Yeah.
Like what was that like? And hopefully we have you back more, and like we can, talk about deeper, like, like specific moments. But what was it like the moment where you were like, I don't think he's just calling me to be, I don't think he's just calling me to be a Christian. I think he's calling me to be one of his priests. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'll tell you the story. I can't say like it's a moment.
Oh yeah.
It's not a moment, but it definitely, there's a way that it happened. And there's a way that it evolved too.
Yeah.
But the way it happened was, after I got baptized, I was very much excited about the faith, and I wanted to share it. There's no question. I just was excited to share it. And I was like, this seems like the most important thing. I want it. What else is the point of anything? I want people to know this. And it's like, well, priest sort of does that. That seems cool. And I was like, but I don't want to be a priest. I want to get married. I want to have kids. So I don't, it was like a thought that I had.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't want to do that because that seems like it's too much. And then after about a year or so, I'd pray, go to mass, and especially like after mass, I'd be sitting there like praying. And it was like a different thought, which was that thought came into my head, and it was just like, be a priest. But it was like, it really felt like it wasn't my thought. It was like a different, it was like God like giving me that. And it wasn't scary. It wasn't like mind melding. It was just like, this is somebody else's thought. He's putting, it's like reading a novel. It's like you read it in. It's like somebody else, but you let it in your head. It's like that. It's like, okay. And I was like, well, this is weird. Now I'm thinking about being a priest, but I didn't want to. I got to think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm a serious guy. So I think about it, pray about it. And it's like, I think this is God telling me to be a priest, perhaps, but I need time for this. I need to pray about it. So I did a retreat. Took it seriously. I did one on a retreat, did like a 5-day retreat at a monastery and prayed about it a lot. And I felt that God made it very clear. And I think this is how he worked with me. Tell the story is like, at one of the masses, every day they had mass, the monks had mass. And one day the monk saying mass was like, so today is my I forget what it was. He was an old guy. He was like 40-year anniversary priesthood or something. He was like, wow, you've been a priest a long time. Damn. And he read the gospel, and it was like, the fields are white. Like, we need more workers to go out in the vineyards. And so I heard this like, wow, that's like, okay, that seems to be what we're talking about. And then the beginning of his homily, he began by just repeating that line of the gospel again.
Yeah.
And when he repeated that line, like pray to the Lord that he send more work in the vineyards, like, it was like God, like, just physically, like, grabbed me and threw me down, and I fell down. It was like a physical thing. And I felt scared. Like, at that point, I was like, I have to be a priest. Like, I guess, like, he hit me, literally, in almost every way. And I was just like, I was afraid not to be a priest. And
I was afraid not to be.
And I was like, okay, because I was wondering about it. I was thinking about it. I was like, this is a thought. I can see that it could be good, but I'm not sure. And it was like, after that, I was like, all right, I'll be a priest. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so it was almost too much. It was weird. Like, I don't know. For me, it's a question too. It's like, God is totally like about freedom. For freedom, Christ made us free.
For freedom, Christ made us free.
God is not a God of like forcing us to do things. In general, everything is particular. There's no rules. But I'm not personally, like, I want to say that as people are listening to me. Oh, Father Mac had this like I don't believe in like the notion of like people have vocation, like, oh, when you were born, like God called you to be a nun. That's your individual unique vocation. Live up to it. Or like, I don't know my vocation yet. Like, well, go and like figure out what I don't believe, honestly, God works like that. I think that God is with us and he wants us to be happy. And that our vocation is the vocation to heaven.
The vocation means
to be called. Heaven. Your vocation is that God wants you with him in heaven. And the question is, how will you get there? Will you marry Susie? Will you marry Juan? Will you be a priest? Will you be a nun? Will you just be some random person? Yeah. Sea captain? All these things are possible. It's all wonderful, But like, that's all, I think that's how it works generally. And I see my story in that. And I just think that God really wanted me to be happy being a priest. And he knew that I wouldn't have known or had the gumption to do it
Gumption. That's a word I haven't heard in a while, but keep on your thought. Sorry.
You know, like I wouldn't have had the balls to do it. Like if he just didn't throw me down there, and because I've gone back and forth on that in my life. Did I invent that? Was that perhaps a demon lying to me? Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have been a priest. You know, these thoughts go through your head, and they're real, and they're good thoughts. Yeah. To check it, and so I'm in the place where I am now in my life. I'm not sure I'll change again. Who knows? But what I do, my opinion now is that it was God. And that he wanted me to go through all this process of figuring it out and doubting and coming to faith in all sorts of different ways. Yeah.
That's one thing that one thing that you're mentioning that I love is that, I don't really, like, you know what I mean? Like this is what I think. This is what I'm like figuring it out. I'm open to God. Just let me know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but God is open to us. Yeah, like, it goes both directions. I don't think he's so open that he wants us to be happy. Mm-hmm. That's what I find, is that he wants us to be so happy. He's not waiting for us to be happy in heaven. He wants that joy to begin now.
Literally, Jesus says, I've told you these things that my joy may be in you and your joy might be complete.
Not later, but now. And
so literally,
heaven. You know, let your will be done on earth as in heaven, on earth as in heaven. Like, and so that it doesn't discount the fact that there is a lot of sadness and that our path can take us through darkness.
It doesn't say like no, because in heaven, like, ears have not heard, eyes have not seen. Of course, absolutely.
But still, now
it came that they might have life and have it more abundantly.
And so that's what vocations are. Vocations are being called to be full of joy and happiness now, and that's how you know it's authentic. And so, like, I'm happy now. So that's my proof of my vocation. That's my proof now that was God throwing me down and being like, just be a priest, it's going to be okay. Like, you know.
It's literally one of the fruits of the Spirit, like joy, peace.
So I see that's like, you asked how it happened, and that's the story. Yeah. And I personally, I don't even like the story that much because it's so particular to me. Like, it's like, that's what happened. Like, it's just weird. It's like I say I'm a weird person. It's part of my weird story. Like, I don't know. That's just the truth of it in my case. Like,
I relate to that a lot because I'm like, because when people like, you know, like, talk to my son, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, okay, I'll go talk to him. I'll tell him the truths that I know. I'm like, God will make you happier. I promise you that. Taste and see the greatness of the Lord. I know that. You know what I mean? Like there are some truths that I say without any single bit of hesitation. You know what I mean? Like, go to confession. That won't hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some, like, but what else do you want me to tell your son, lady? Like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe what. I think literally the taste and see the goodness of the Lord is one of the my favorite advice from scripture. Yeah. Just try it. Like, I understand all of your arguments. You know what I mean? I understand all of your objections. Yeah. Just go to mass on Sundays. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, give it a try.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But that's so powerful. Because I do relate to that. I'm like, my story, it is unique. And especially yours. Yours is unique on top of unique. Yours is awesome.
It's just odd, yeah. I would never choose it. It's true.
And yet God has his ways, man. Yeah. I'm so glad that you came into our lives. I'm so glad that we know you. I'm so glad that we're friends. I'm so glad that like, you're just part of our lives. And you, like I told you in the beginning, I'm like, you literally changed our lives, and you probably don't even know it, but you did.
That's
so
beautiful.
Thank you.
That's
Praise God for you.
Well, praise God. Yeah, he's the one. He's working through all of us confused people. I mean, thank God.
Thank God for being with those confused people. Just to kind of, we'll have more times, hopefully, in the future to just, you know, like, talk about anything that you wouldn't want to talk about, or that you didn't talk about today, but you would want to talk about later. But if now, just for the next month, you know, Advent coming up, New Year coming up, people, holiday season type of thing. What would you want to tell people? Anybody, either like you or not like you, or that you would want to tell them something? What do you think that would be? I know it's kind of like super vague. It's super like macro, but just what's one thing that you would want to tell people? It could just be eat your vegetable, kids. Like that could be it. No pressure.
No pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Jesus. I mean,
that's the right answer. That's supposed to be claps, but we can't hear them.
Okay, I believe you. I mean, what is it that Jesus is so small? You know, he's so small when he's born and before he's born, and that he's just one other baby in the world. You know, you don't notice that. Nobody noticed it, but Mary and Joseph knew. But that's the right size for hope. You know, I think that's the right size for what we need in our lives. Like, it's not that it's going to begin with a skyscraper falling out of the sky. It's not going to begin with the atomic bomb dropping. Like, it's our size. That's God's for us. And so I guess, yeah, in this season where we really focus on looking forward to the birth of Jesus, like, just embrace the smallness of beginnings, and trust that God is there. I mean, again, like talking about my story and thinking in conscience, like that's how it is. Like all these things that we're talking about and things that, you know, we're not talking about that I'm just thinking about because they're connected. Like, it's just, they're all so small. All these tiny little things that I look back on in my life. And at the time, I was just doing whatever I was doing, making mistakes, doing what I had to do. And now I can say years and years later, I'm a 40-year-old man, I'm middle-aged, like I can say like God was in all of that, all of those tiny, bizarre little things. At the moment, they were all disconnected and chaos. But because I was ultimately moving towards Jesus, like I see how all of it comes together, the small things, and they make this beautiful story that God is the author of. And I just think that's a good hope. That's a good thing that we should have, that to trust every part of our lives, all the messy parts, all the dangerous parts, all the scary parts, all the beautiful parts, all the boring parts. That it's that life with all of that together that into which the child Jesus is born and that he's a part of.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So small, so tiny.
Yeah.
Perfect size for hope.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All righty. Well, thank you, Father Mac.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Love you, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Things.
There we go. Wait, hold on. That's supposed to play in 3, 2, 1. I don't have it up.
Okay.
So it's playing.
Okay.
All right, God bless you all. Bye-bye. All right, we did it.
All right, we did it.
That's
cool,
it.
Man.
That's it.
Was that good?
That was great. That was awesome.